Welcome back to Lost Dimension. Last time, George Jackman was exposed as the traitor within our ranks, or at least one of them, and he's gone. That character seems to have achieved quite a fan following in YouTube comments, so, yeah, that's kind of the nature of this game. You get attached to these characters, and then BAM! They're the traitor. So, that's kind of the reason why I played this blind. Hopefully you can get my reactions to that kind of thing happening with some of the characters I end up getting attached to. George Jackman was pretty awesome, and, I did do some selling and things like that in the generator, but I actually have not sold his weapons, because I believe that'd be an insult to his memory. Okay, I might show that later, but first let's see if we've got a few talk conversations. We have a boost with Toya, so I guess we should go for that.
Hey.
He's the guy who's kind of like, yeah, he doesn't really care about all of us, so I've been interested to see how this goes.
Well,
I like how they make you think about these responses, because the one that you want to choose is, it often changes places. Well, he's being surprisingly nice now, unless he's trying to suck up to us so we don't eliminate him. Huh. I guess you might sometimes.
True. Huh?
Birthright and training, huh? Okay. Yeah, you worded that kind of badly. Duty to heal the world.
I see. Sounds good. Well,
I guess we are, even the ones with more combat experience. Huh.
yeah.
Interesting. There's something he's not telling us. Maybe he has some hidden insecurities. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like Toya has a smiley face next to his, and everyone else is all neutral. Does that mean that he actually has the highest points right now, or that he's gone up to, like, the next support level? I'm pretty sure she won't really be able to speak. I'm just seeing what this does. Yeah, no time to talk. So, again, I was thinking that if anyone had the highest points, it would probably be Nagi, and I feel so bad that I forgot her name before, because she is amazing. But also, I think I've used all my gift points, but, I actually thought it was a bit of a compromise. I might go ahead and show, like, what I've been leveling up in this. Maybe not show the actual process, but just to show what I've got so far. So I've increased Sight a bit, and I've gained Fortune, which increases critical rate during assists and counterattacks. I also got Lock On, because, now, what am I going for here? I think I was kind of, thinking of going for, yeah, combat sensors. Now, someone was wondering exactly what Akashic Law was. Okay, that's interesting. Lowers dodge to 0% and lowers damage delta. Oh, right, that goes on an enemy, I guess? Yeah. And then that's a positive buff, which sounds kind of cool. So anything highlighted in green here is Akashic Law. These are, from the looks of things, Akashic Law is basically buffs and debuffs. Whoa, that's insane! Holy crap, I did not notice that before. That is insane! It costs an enormous amount of GP and almost all your sanity, but that is a ridiculously good boost. Wow! Actually, I need to think about which of these to get. So anything with yellow on it, these require you to equip someone else's Fate materia. So that requires Brain Hacker, that requires Electro Spark. That requires Death's Mark, Side Effects, that will be from the Doctor, and Mitigation. So all of these require different kinds of, increases critical rate. So, shows kind of like a mix of buffs and accuracy. Now, do I have... Okay, yes, I do have Searing Blast. Someone told me this is actually quite good. It's a, yeah, it's an area of effect attack with better range than her normal attacks. I've kind of been focusing more on her offensive skills, just because I get the feeling those will be really, useful here. And this looks like a useful buff as well. Phoenix Wing, that requires 0 gravity. So her 3 skill branches are... Oh yeah, but also, once you get to a certain point, she can start learning ice spells as well, which is something that I didn't really expect from her. So, she gets the ability of fire, and she gets the ability of the next Sonic Boom game. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that game's not going to be anywhere near as bad as Rise of Lyric, but anyway. And then Combustion is more like explosive things. I will show that a large area explosion. Where's Self-Destruct? Here we go, Sacrificial Nova, yeah. So she basically learns Self-Destruct eventually. So, never really seen a Self-Destruct attack in a turn-based strategy game. So that should be interesting. Toya, oh yeah, I think I've been trying to level him up to the point where I could teach him some lightning moves. Okay, that requires Combustion, which we obviously can't get since she's still around. Gatling Wave. Attack area using nearby mouse. I think what I was going for here was leveling up Master of Magnets so I can get Electron Mastery, and then give him a bit more variety with some electric attacks. As for Mana, she learns some self-buffs here, so that sets her apart from George a bit. So, I think I've been... Oh yeah, no, I've been going for this one, I think. And then she's got a few interesting self-buffs. I've also got Torpedo Fist, which is, this is actually quite a useful attack. Attack all targets in a line. I've used that off-camera a few times. Ranged melee attack, that sounds kind of useful. Melee area attack, that sounds very useful, but I need to level up Impact to level 4. The thing about leveling up your attacks is, it actually makes them cost more GP and sanity, so it might be, a bit of a double-edged sword to level them up too much early on. Now, yes, I have actually boosted Skystream a little, and Windwalk to raise agility, Satellite... Oh yeah, I got Assassin's Blade. Kind of interesting that she gets some melee attacks, even though that, I guess there's only a single... Oh wait, there is... Yeah, I guess she would be using the Psychic offense stat for her other attacks. Though then again, it uses guns, which I think are physical. Air Raid... So... Melee attack against multiple targets that can't be countered. That sounds very useful. Thor's range, yeah, requires Electro Spark. Kinetic Mastery. So she learns a lot of offensive attacks. Using their gravity against them. So yeah, she's mostly all about movement and offense. Okay, yeah, I've been leveling up his healing abilities a little bit, just to help, oh no, that's it, I've been focusing on getting Revive, because I get the feeling that learning that as soon as possible is going to greatly increase Sojiro's usefulness. So yeah, I've been focusing on going for Revive. Later on, I might get his status, effect stuff, because these sound quite useful too, but I, at the moment, would rather just quickly go for Revive as soon as possible. This could be useful too, but self-regenerate is not that bad either. As for Zenji, yeah, I've mostly been focusing on leveling up his Link abilities. Especially, I want to get Ability Link, because that's when he'll be really useful. That's essentially when he turned into Zane. So yeah, use Link allies. Also Force Link, share their buffs, which is useful, and then that means that your stats actually go higher than whoever you're copying. That requires healing. Instill Suffering. Is there anything I have that requires George's materia? As for you... Oh, right, that's it. I think I've been focusing on going for No More, so that I can learn his more, defensive skills, because I've mostly been focusing on that, although I've heard that Stab Them is a very, very good attack. As for Yoko, oh yeah, I went for Demotivation to increase her, usefulness. Mind Boost should be useful. What does Sympathy do? Critical damage on assist attacks, okay. Oh, okay, Guidance would be useful too. Remove status buffs and debuffs on the target. That'll be useful once we start seeing enemies with buffs and debuffs. Restores an ally's sand. That is gonna be amazingly useful. I might actually want to go for that. That... Oh, and recovers from Berserk. Okay, that's really good. Chance for confusion, or if already confused, will attack. Memory wipe. Interesting. False memories. Okay, so these are all like, status effects on the enemy. What does Shackle do? Lowers dex and... Okay, so a long-range debuff. Mind Jack increases damage versus... We still don't know what Charm actually does. So she learns a mix of status attacks and buffs, which is kind of interesting. And as for Agito, I've been kind of going for... Let's see what I've been going for. Oh yeah, I think I've been going for Group Shift, because that sounds very useful. Friend Portal. Alright, that requires Brain Hacker. I did go for Stealth Step. Teleport to dodge an attack. Your phase item could be kinda useful, but I'm mostly going for just this group shift, because there's a lot of really cool skills down there. And as for, yes, George Jackman, he, Drop Fate Materials, it just says sense. I wonder if the later on in the game, or the higher level they were when they were erased, the more, Fate Materials they drop. That's kinda interesting. But anyway, we have sense that we can give to someone else, and I'm wondering who should take it. I'm almost thinking that Agito should take it, because he's one of our more physical attackers, so if I give sense to him... then that should, hopefully... I'm not entirely sure if that actually lets him use George's old skills, or if that just lets him learn, things that require sense. So anything that has a lock on it that says materia. I'll need to work on that later on. Anyway, if we head out to the gate, we should have a mission waiting for us, and I have no idea which it... Okay, Merciless Tower, 3-star difficulty, so things are stepping up. And this floor is unfamiliar, so I guess we should go ahead and do this. Okay, so we've got a circular area. Looks like we're probably going to have to split up, but oh, there's a chest in the middle, and it's, doesn't look like we have to go too far out of our way to get that, but, looks... Anyway, let's just check the enemies here. Okay, these look like, different... Okay, so Ilex D and Fort D. These look like upgraded versions of enemies, and, Solaris. They look like more elite enemies, and they're up the top here. What's surrounding us? We've got Ilexes, more Ilexes, and a couple of forts there. I don't want these to be famous last words, but this doesn't look too bad. Okay, we get no gift experience, but some good experience there, and a Panacea pack for getting an S rank. Okay, let's see who we should bring to this one. Erased. Yeah, sorry. I kind of want to use Himenor more, if only because it is absolutely scorchingly hot where I live at the moment, so I almost feel like that's going to boost her ability somehow. Now let's see, we've got Ilexes in front, and we've got melee attackers back there. Perhaps I should use Mana. And I kind of feel like using Zenji only because I haven't actually used him for a while. And speaking of people I haven't used for a while, don't think I've used Marco for... You know what? Do we really need defensive power here? This doesn't really look like a particularly defensive mission, so, though I have used Agito a bit, but... Perhaps he should go there. And then in the 6th slot, I should bring... See, we are running out of options. And I don't want to be using Nagi for everything, but there is a chest here and she's kind of the designated chest getter. So, let's deploy. Begin quest as we step out into original memory.
However...
Oh.
Yeah, well, the traitor doesn't want any of us to die because they have to ascend the tower too, and we can't keep climbing up if someone dies.
Indeed.
Yeah, easier said than done when we know there might be more traitors amongst us.
Seriously?
Mana is awesome. Yeah, that is exactly what he wanted.
But that's...
Well, you are the buff user of the group. Careful about this, I trust everyone, spiel, because that's the attitude that gets you betrayed.
But
No, not after George's sacrifice. We must honor that. And here we are in the plant-looking area.
this area is very different from the one before.
Does the end think to lighten our mood with a change of scenery? It shouldn't be any of his concern. God, gives me the chills.
A fresh backdrop. It's a shame we can't have a fresh start. It seems hardly possible. There's just too much looming over us.
Yeah.
The view may have changed, but I sense the hostility in the area certainly hasn't.
And quite a few of the enemy types are the
It's
same.
not a good feeling. I'd prefer to be in the middle of a war zone than here.
Huh.
If he's changing the scenery for us, he could have at least chosen a cuter locale.
Of course you'd say that. Yeah, I guess it does make sense what Naki was saying. The fact that an area that looks peaceful but is hostile is, in a way, kind of more disturbing than one that you expect to be hostile.
Absolutely gutted if this is the kind of stuff I'll be seeing.
It's a whole different environment. How's that possible?
Well, the first floor was an entire city, so they've kind of narrowed this down a bit. This one looks more like a botanical garden or something like that.
We'll be fine if we stick together.
Oh, that's what this place reminds me of. That plant lab from Tales of Exilia 2.
Such a drastic change should not be possible just by architecture alone.
Yeah, it's clear this place is no normal area. Oh yeah, also the other places it reminds me of is certain areas in the Chozo ruins in Metroid Prime. You know, the ones with the trees?
The end is a greater anomaly than we stopped to consider.
Well, that seems to be the case.
Gives a rat's ass. Little change of scenery doesn't scare me.
And well, you're the same as ever.
I'd like it better if it were just a tad bit more chic.
Okay then. So Mana wants cute, you want chic. Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
So there's a gigantic wall in front of us, and I almost wish we could climb that ivy. If this was Zelda, you could just claw shot onto that ivy, but we can't do that. I think the music's changed here. Not that I can hear it all that well because I'm using headphones. But this is kind of cool. Anyway, I did learn that you can do this.
I'll turn you to ash.
I'll tear them apart.
Let's get this show on the road.
Commencing assault.
Let's do this.
You can cycle through people if you want to make sure that you move someone else first. And I think I want to make sure that Zenji goes first. Let's see who you can copy. He doesn't exactly have the ability yet to copy someone who... So the problem is if I copy Agito, I don't really get his good movement. And Sho doesn't have that many good abilities. Let me just check my status and see who's probably the best for him to copy. So you're... Okay, you've got decent stats all around with good dexterity. You got better physical stats. I wonder if Zenji copies their resistances as well. I'm guessing he does. And what's the range on his copy ability again? It's quite a bit of a range. Okay, let's link with Sho.
More. Even more.
And away
Now,
we go.
I've got your power. Okay, that automatically proceeds it to the next character. This is interesting. Yeah, need to get a good feel for the system. What I think I should do first, though, is...
Commencing
Let's do
assault.
this.
Here I go.
I guess I should take care of one area before I go for... Okay, Mana's not in range. I don't exactly want her to take gunfire either, because she's kind of weak to that, but she does have decent... Does she have any... Okay, she does have the line attack. I might be in range of that one, actually. And I am not in range of that. Well, I can get a Torpedo Fist off here. How much does that cost, though? 25% sanity. I'm not sure I really want to blow that, especially if it's only on one enemy. So I guess for now, I will... Oh yeah, Sho hasn't moved yet.
Let's go.
Might be a good idea to actually move with him first, now that I think about it. Alex Dio. Don't think I'll get an assist off from Zenji if I do that, though. And I don't think I need a no-miss shot, because you are... But I would like to not get countered.
Here I go.
And I want to send you around here, but how about for now... I do want to make sure that she's in range of enemies, so at the moment I will... Although, this time if I do Torpedo Fist, I won't get an assist. Okay, so I will just wait.
Go.
Okay, I really, really hope that you are in range of something. Well, I can use Burn to the Ground on you. But I think I would rather potentially get an assist off with Nagi. I love this movement range, it's so amazing. Yeah, characters with good movement in strategy games, usually pretty amazing. I'm pretty sure Sweep S can't be countered, so I'll go for that. Hello, Ivy! So nice of you to get in the camera. Well, that hopefully takes you out. Didn't even need the assist there. Nice one.
And away we go.
And exactly, away we go. So you... Wow, I have a... Oh, of course, I can use his skills! Okay, that is really awesome. I like that. So he has now inherited Mind's Eye and Armor Crush. So, yeah, I think he's probably the best user of these at this point because he's kind of my main melee attacker. So I might as well do this, and I might as well try and dodge tank a little bit. Or, yeah, I should be deferring more, I just realized. Not exactly sure I want to run her too far forward.
Check this out.
Understood.
And let's see, so if I can just scout around that corner, there's an Ilex there and there's that thing. I'm not entirely sure what that green thing can do yet, but... Dive melee attack that cannot be countered, long range, long distance melee attack. This is a fairly cheap attack though, so I may as well use that. Wait, its range is 6. Yes, so I need to get into 6 range.
Move out.
Doesn't do all that much damage, probably best for its range. Okay, let's see how these enemies are going to attack us. Got something moving from behind the wall, got another thing moving from behind the wall. I'm still not sure what you guys actually do. Another one of these, okay. The Ilexes have pretty decent movement, so need to watch out for them. Wow, your hit rate is terrible! Thankfully I didn't jinx that either. And got a counter off. Yeah, if you're going to attack anyone, it'd be Mana, because she has good physical resistance. And again, your hit rate is terrible! And... assist attack, but also missed. Gotta be careful of enemy assists. And... oh, that is an area attack, and you just team kills!
Let's do this.
Well, yeah, looks like these enemies aren't exactly good at teamwork. You know what, I just realized something.
Here I go.
Mana, how's your line attack looking? Let's see if I can get that third one in. Just gonna really shove myself up against you. I don't think I can get all 3 of them, but... you know what, I think it might be best if I go for Sho first, because I think the only reason he's not being able to assist here is that he's turned around. Let me just scout. Okay, you are going this way. That's good, because I don't want both of them to go the other way. Let's just hit the one with the more HP. Back shot! And now... okay, I'm guessing that you don't get assists on these attacks. Kinda nice to know. But I could go for this anyway. Torpedo Fist! Okay, that looks pretty cool. That looks really cool, if it weren't for the fact the camera got stuck in a wall. And I think I'll go for Zenji now. Okay, so Zenji is now mimicking Sho, which means that I attack you, I'll get an assist off there. I actually think you are the bigger threat, so I will shoot you in the back with my shotgun.
I make this shit look easy.
Yeah, again, slight swearing warning, but, again, he kind of reminds me more of Shinjiro than the guy who's actually voiced by the voice actor of Shinjiro. Actually, no, he reminds me more of Kanji, I guess. Okay. I could actually go all the way for you, but I'm actually not sure what you could go for a stealth step on you, but yeah, for now I might use you. This game's been greatly simplified by the fact that I can now switch who I'm controlling. Do I get? Yeah, I get assists on that. But you counter. But if I go here, then you don't counter. Aha! Cunning plan! And, well, that did require an assist. Back up, shot, and down.
And away we go.
And actually, I think I will go for... I actually have to be careful not to kill everything before I get that chest now I think about it. In fact, on that note, it might actually be better if Nagi is the one who... Wait a minute, can I... Oh, I can just fly over the wall! That makes things a lot simpler. Yeah, I can just do that. Okay then. Of course, I could also grab this. Research log. And I've still got some movement to spare, actually. Okay, can't quite go there. But I am loving Nagi's levitation. Wait a minute, teleportation. Can you do this too? Yes, you can! Okay, that's pretty cool. Though I guess doing this is the key to getting these chests quickly, and all that for a health capsule. Okay, wait, I just switched over from someone mid-move, and I can pick up on Nagi's turn mid-move. That's also good to know. I think she'll get down here and attack you from, Does this do more? I'm just trying this out. Let's see if this does more.
This power.
Dive! Not kick, more like dive, face. Okay, finally I hopefully get to see what you can do. Okay, now I think I can get... Okay, you look like you're melee, actually. You punch things and miss horribly. But you shoot and don't miss horribly. And you get countered and hopefully, yeah, did not miss horribly. And why would you do that? Why are you shooting your own... Ugh. There was only one person in range. Why would you use rush attack? I've heard the AI in this game is actually quite stupid, so kind of makes sense, but... How much? Okay, you have a bit more health, but I sort of want you to go. Guess I can just punch you. And assistance! And gone.
Let's go.
Before you could counter. And here is where I really wish I had her with an area attack, but someone else has an area attack. And that would be Nagi. Oh, that's interesting. I guess that's the trophy for doing assessment, and I like that reference in that. With our powers combined, we are Captain Sealed. Yeah. Actually... Wait, I don't think you can get assists off that anyway, but just to be sure...
Let's get this show on the road.
Let me just see what happens if I move you here, and then use Nagi. Okay, once you move that far, you can't actually switch over to someone else. Okay, good to know. And if I did that, I might have actually hit her with my sweep shot, so... Or my sweep S. And that does not provoke a counter.
Let's go.
And may as well just go here and then try and burn you to the ground. I'm pretty sure that... You know, I haven't actually tried. Can burn get back attacks? Let's see. Hello, I'm standing right next to you. Well, you can get back attacks with burn, and you survived on low HP, which would be a big deal if it weren't for the fact that I have an assist. And I missed. Oh, right, you attacked twice. Had a feeling there was some gimmick to you. I think these are the only 2 enemies left, and I really wish that I had not missed that shot, because otherwise I would have 3-turned this. I would have been guaranteed to 3-turn this. How to do this? Zenji can't exactly link and then, you know, it might be better if I move Sho first. Move here, defer to Mana,
Don't worry, I'll manage.
so she can go... Didn't mean to do that. So she can go behind this guy and punch him. I know you're going to counter, but I don't actually care. Because Mana is fairly resistant to physical attacks. I actually bought some defensive items that helped resistance against attacks, so I've given them to certain people. And here, I believe, I get an assist from both of them. Which I probably won't need. Well, that missed. Looks like accuracy is starting to be more of an issue at this point in the game. Which makes sense. Okay, now, can I get the drop on this enemy, literally? Okay, you're all the way over there. I'm sneaking up on you, and I'm going to stab you. Goodbye. And, well, I did 3-turn that anyway. Okay, what have we learned? We have learned that teleporting and levitating characters are amazing.
I'm not an admirer of that judgment system.
Because it could potentially expose you because you're a traitor?
Yeah, what was that machine? To make someone disappear just like that.
What's odd is, the moment it was complete, we were able to continue our ascent. What sort of mechanism governs that process?
The walls kind of closed in until, oh yeah, until that staircase
I
appeared.
doubt we'll find a scientific explanation to that. Still, what kind of contraptions has the End placed in this tower?
Well, she's not exactly Muriel if she's saying things like that. And yeah, kind of good to know that people are just admitting that they can't find scientific explanations for certain things that are happening here, because, well, I get the feeling there might be a scientific explanation for that machine, but for the tower itself, definitely not.
Being with supernatural powers. I'd rather not think such a thing is possible.
Well, you have supernatural powers.
Doesn't matter. The enemy's still the enemy, whatever powers he has.
I thought you wanted to be friends with him.
Something wrong, Himeno? Looks like there's something bothering you.
My mind's still on the traitor. Makes me wonder what exactly they're fighting for.
Yeah, we never found out why George Jackman betrayed us, but he said it was for his sense of justice.
Another point to consider. After all, what is gained by betraying us?
Especially since we all have to survive to ascend the tower.
That's right. Every one of us wants to save the world.
Again, being idealistic, some people might not. Again, Himeno, she has no concern with saving the world, she just wants to kill the End.
Could there be someone who wants the world destroyed?
Sounds like a boring hobby.
I'm sorry, I just love that. This is just one of my favorite reactions to a generic destroy the world villain plot. Sounds like a boring hobby. Yeah, you got that right. If the world's destroyed, what is there to do?
An atrocious hobby, more like it. Everything that lies ahead is the result of events which have already occurred. We kill one of our own, and the result is a stairway to the next stratum. Now there is talk of another traitor among us. This could mean serious consequences.
Yes, it could.
Another one, huh? That traitor could be you, though.
Why, yes. And it could be said of you as well.
Oh, this again. Blame game time.
Knock it off. We're playing right into the End's hands.
You seem quite at ease, but I suppose that's to be expected. There's no way you're the traitor after seeing the End look at you with such malice in his eyes.
Yeah! See, that's the thing, unless he was faking it. Although, then again, he's the main character and he can't be a traitor, because if he was, then we'd basically be gone.
Who knows? Maybe he's trying to fake us out so we don't suspect him as the traitor.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You caught onto my train of thought pretty quickly.
For someone who's 98% moron, you say some clever things. From time to time.
You don't think that number's a little too high, do you?
It may have been a sincere dislike. It may all just be an act. But either way, you are an irregular among us.
Yeah, he is. He has that weird, totally not Shulk ability.
Whatever the truth is, you're the one who holds the key.
Me? I'm not so sure about that.
Well, in the opening movie, I saw a very brief shot of what looks like a young Sho and a young VN next to each other, so I'm guessing there's some connection between them. We'll just need to find out what his real motivation is. But, oh yeah, standard quest complete screen. Okay. Right, Zenji did pretty... And I got an S rank! Hey, nice! I think this is the first time I've actually got an S rank on my first attempt at the mission, so that is really cool. I like that. We got all the rewards there. So, assist deferrals, kills and assists, and then Zenji got the support gifts and more kills. Himeno got some decent kills, and you two got less, but you've had a lot of battle performance already. I kind of wish S ranks gave you a bit more experience. That would make it a bit more rewarding. Okay, some people here are not going to level up though. And all of you leveled up and got some gift experience. And yeah, all of them didn't level up, so I might have to bring them all next time. I like to keep my levels even. But it's time to pay attention once more, because it's voices time.
Maybe he's trying to fake us out so we
I
don't
have some
suspect him
mixed
as the
feelings
traitor.
about this.
There was one suspicious voice there. So, I need to do a bit more digging. Only one voice showed up at that point. See, initially I did actually suspect... Yeah. Some voices have different tints to them, and some of them sound garbled and distorted. So I guess this system is finally making itself known. Now, I wonder when we'll actually be able to use VP. Oh, I guess we actually can. So, this has been unlocked. This is actually quite an important mechanic. You can gather information needed to deduce the traitor's identity, and so now it's important because the traitors from this point on are random. By the way, everyone, place your bets as to who you think the traitor is. If I can actually... Someone suggested a straw poll for this. If I can actually get one of those working, I might even be able to do something like that. So, we can gather information, check information, related to the impending voting process. So, what this does is, okay, finally we get to see everyone's trust level with each other. This is a very interesting mechanic. Basically, the higher characters' portraits appear, the higher the trust level. However, yeah, be warned that some characters rely less on trust levels for judgment decisions. Okay, you can increase trust levels by healing. Oh, I'm wondering if Yoko hates me now, considering I didn't revive her that one time. Anyway. And yeah, no, this thing here is interesting because, yeah, okay, this shows the score ranking, so who gets multiple votes. Now, this is important because you need to make sure that anyone you suspect of being the traitor does not get 2 votes, because that could end badly. Also, yes, higher ranked characters in scores are less likely to receive votes, but that depends on the character. Some people value power and battle over others, and some people value trust. And here is the expected vote results. Now, this is something that I really wish I had before, but I guess there's a reason we didn't have it, because that last one was basically scripted. This here shows that you can kind of predict what would happen if you went into the judgment room immediately. And this doesn't take into account Sho's votes, though. Vision history. This is the most crucial one. Oh, finally we actually can see the suspicious voices. Finally. See, previously I had to rely on just going back and reviewing old footage. Oh. Ah. So there may be multiple traitor suspects per floor. There will be 3 members per stratum who you may hear suspicious voices from. So I hope some of them aren't red herrings, though. So, last time, I got the feeling that the 3 people who gave off suspicious voices, based on the end of chapter vision screens, were George, Agito, and I believe Toya, I think, was the 3rd one I suspected of giving off suspicious voices. So, out of those 3, George turned out to be the traitor, but what does that say about the other 2? And then there's this system. If you have someone that you really suspect, you can use a VP to try and examine that character's thoughts more closely and, like, more thoroughly mentally interrogate them, basically. This helps you basically either clean or basically confirm people as being traitors. But you have a very limited number of these, so you have to use your vision points wisely. Huh. Oh, that's why the traitors change every floor. Because some of the people have had their memories tampered with, and they might remember what side they were really on. Does that mean that some people might be thinking, oh, I'm the traitor now, and then they realize, oh wait, I remember, I'm actually a good guy. Interesting. So yeah, if you hear suspicious voices from someone on one floor, they might not necessarily be a traitor, and vice versa. Interesting. Very interesting. In fact, let's go ahead and check vision right now. So, let's check the trust levels at the moment. So currently, this is Sho's trust levels, and this was probably based on my quote-unquote support conversation progress. So, currently, Mana, Toya, Nagi, and the others are all relatively high, and also Agito are reasonably high, because I've increased their levels kind of the most. Let's see who Himeno trusts. Okay, she trusts Sho quite a bit, and kind of with the others. Yeah, so her trust increases slightly based on who went into battle with her. Toya really trusts Sho, and Zenji quite a bit, and he certainly trusted George Jackman. That must have been a bit of a shock for him. Mana, she kind of decently trusts everyone. Kind of everyone's on normal, but at the moment the people went into battle with her, but she's quite high with Sho. Nagi is, she's kind of a little bit up with Agito. You're kind of down with everyone, but, mildly up with Sho. You trust Toya quite a bit, and also Agito, and also Marco. You, for someone who's kind of sounds like a jerk most of the time, you actually trust quite a lot of people. Marco is relatively even at the moment, except with Sho. Same with her. And okay, you trust quite a lot of people. I guess because he's like the more friendly guy, so he kind of trusts everyone a bit. But he trusts some of the people who went into battle with him a bit more, though he also trusts Marco quite a bit. And let's see. George Jackman trusted Sho and also Toya. Wonder if that means something. Battle rankings, okay, currently we just have, oh right, okay, this is the total battle results, and, okay, Sojiro is very low, I need to improve that quite a bit. Though probably if his battle results are low, it means that I haven't needed to heal people, and isn't that a good thing? Anyway, might want to actually get him to learn some status skills so he can continue to contribute better. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. Vote forecast. Okay, if I go into this at this point, then Sojiro is almost certain to be erased because of his bad battle performance, but I want to make sure that doesn't happen. Vision history. So here we had 1 suspicious voice out of these 5. So one of these is among the 3 people who are giving off suspicious voices in this area. We also have 3 VP, but I might want to use those later. For now, though, I'll do these conversations next time, I think. Oh, we have actually quite a few support boosts here. Again, my Fire Emblem senses, I keep calling these supports. And we've also got some GP that we can spend. So, maybe just very quickly, I'll see if I can go through this. So, what was I going for here? Oh yeah, I was going for combat senses, which means I need to upgrade Fortune quite a bit more. So, let's level that up. Fortune's a useful skill anyway. Okay, I want Searing Blast. I want Searing... Okay, she has no... Wait. Wait a minute, she was in the last chapter. How did she not have gift experience? Huh. I brought her to the last battle. How does she not have gift experience? Interesting. Okay. Okay, you have none. You have one. And I can't quite go for those yet. I kind of want Indomitable, so I'll level up Fortify a bit. Okay, what do I want on you? Windwalk, raises agility, and it's a self-buff. Her agility is already quite high as it is, but then there's acceleration, which raises target's movement, which sounds like a very good ability. There's also satellite. Not sure I really need satellite. You know what, at the moment I'll just go for Windwalk because I want acceleration. That sounds like an amazingly good skill. I mean, heck, Nagi basically is a Dark Flyer if she's essentially getting rally movement. And you have nothing, you have one, and for that I'll go for Ability Link. I want that now. A lot of his abilities are only, they can only have one level, basically. And I want no more. Oh, he has nothing. Okay. You have 1 point, and with that, I will... As much as I don't want randomized damage, I really, really want group shift. Unless I can level that up so it does more damage and is a lot more useful. Randomized damage just doesn't sound too useful. In fact, I might just keep leveling this one up so that I can get group shift, because that's what I really, really want here. And with that, that's basically all I want to do now. So, our foray into the second floor has begun. Next time, we will continue exploring and get a few more supports up.